Hey everyone, today we're looking at an absolutely incredible moment in sports history. We're capturing a fascinating evolution playing out on the biggest stage imaginable. Okay, let's dive into this explainer of Portugal's high-stakes 2022 World Cup journey. Now, this isn't just a simple rundown of goals or match results, right? It's a deep dive into a team evolving literally in real time. We're going to look at the exact moments where a historic veteran squad really began passing the torch to a fearless new generation. To truly understand the gravity of this transition, we've got to start by looking at the sheer palpable tension of the tournament. The broadcast commentary really hit the nail on the head here. A single kick of the ball to clinch a place, no mistake. I mean, in the World Cup, every single touch, every pass, every penalty carries the monumental weight of an entire nation. The pressure to secure that spot in the round of 16 is just immense. And, it's within this exact crucible of high-stakes tension that both legends and rookies are forged. Section 1. A moment of history. So, before we can even talk about the future of Portuguese football, we absolutely have to acknowledge the established, historic presence that defined this whole era. This veteran core brought so much gravity to the pitch, with the team's identity built squarely around their legendary captain, 5. It's a simple digit, sure, but in this context, it represents a monumental achievement in human athletic endurance. Picture this. In their opening match, a really smart, subtle little flick in the penalty area from the young João Felix draws a crucial foul. The referee doesn't hesitate for a second. Up steps the captain, Cristiano Ronaldo, and with a single, successful strike from the penalty spot, he becomes the very first player ever to score at 5 different World Cups. Just think about the longevity and discipline required for that. It's an unbelievable testament to staying at the absolute peak of the sport for nearly 2 decades. But you see, that veteran presence wasn't just about setting historical records. It was about sheer willpower. As the broadcast commentary noted, he was claiming it, whether he gets it or not. This actually happened during a kind of funny but highly revealing moment. Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes build up this brilliant play, right? The ball gets crossed into the box, it sails perfectly into the net, and Ronaldo celebrates like he headed it home himself, even though replays showed it bypassed him by literally a millimeter. It perfectly illustrates the absolute persistence and relentless desire of these older players. They want to impact every single game, hunting for opportunities and claiming their space every given moment. Section 2. The Midfield Maestros. Now, while the forwards usually get to headlines and all the glory, the true control of the game came right from the center of the park. This midfield served as the vital tactical bridge, connecting that legendary old guard with the arriving youth. Heavy responsibilities were just perfectly distributed among these specific playmakers. You had Bruno Fernandes, an absolute engine out there, delivering clinical penalties, aggressively progressing the ball forward and keeping the team on the front foot. Then Bernardo Silva, providing that relentless persistence in ball possession Portugal desperately needed to control the tempo. And João Felix, he was the spark, delivering those key flicks in the box and scoring crucial goals to restore leads when matches got, uncomfortably tight. These 3 completely dictated Portugal's most positive moments and provided a really stable platform for the rest of the squad to shine. Section 3. The Granddaddy Strikes. And that stable platform allowed for some pretty incredible moments from the most seasoned veterans. Just listen to the stark contrast in the broadcast commentary here. On one hand, the broadcaster is shouting, "The granddaddy of them all has thumped it in," describing a towering, powerful header from the veteran defender Pepe, set up beautifully by Fernandes. But then, on the other hand, the commentary shifts to "a mighty hit on a dream night for the kid," referring to the sudden, explosive emergence of the younger players. This juxtaposition perfectly captures the exact passing of the torch we're exploring today. The old guard is still contributing heavily with their experience, for sure, but the kids are absolutely starting to step up and steal the show with sheer athletic power. Section 4. A hat-trick hero. So this is where we transition entirely to the explosive arrival of the new generation. The spotlight here shines incredibly bright on young forward Gonçalo Ramos, who was asked to step into a massive role and honestly ended up delivering a genuinely unforgettable performance. Let's break down the actual mechanics of his incredible second goal. Just imagine the blistering speed of the game in real time. Step 1. Bruno Fernandes is allowed to aggressively progress the ball up the pitch. Step 2. It's spooned up beautifully towards Ramos, drawing the defense's attention. Step 3. Diogo Dalot makes a surging run, firing the ball into the near post. And finally, Step 4. A nifty, lightning-fast touch home by Ramos. Boom.
When you slow down the rapid play-by-play like this into an easy-to-follow sequence, you can truly appreciate the absolute precision and youthful energy executing flawlessly under immense pressure.
And the magic definitely didn't stop with that second goal. Ramos went on to complete what the broadcasters called a delicious hat trick on his World Cup bow. Listen to this ecstatic piece of commentary. Dream the dream, why don't you? The world is yours, sir. Now, that isn't just a nice thing to say about one good game. That's the sound of a broadcaster realizing a young player has just unlocked his ultimate potential on the global stage. It's the sheer joy, the total disbelief of watching a brand new star being born right in front of the world.
So the really crucial point here is that this youthful, aggressive momentum didn't just isolate itself to the rookies up front. It acted as a catalyst that inspired the entire squad. The energy was totally infectious. You saw players like Rafael Guerreiro absolutely steaming into the penalty box, smashing the ball home, and then just soaking in the embrace from teammates rushing in from near and far. The team was playing in their absolute pump, feeding off the fearlessness and the hunger of the younger players who were proving, without a doubt, they belonged on that stage.
Section 5, icing on the cake. Now, if Gonçalo Ramos' hat trick was the main course of this generational shift, Rafael Leao's jaw-dropping substitute appearances were absolutely the dessert. We have to talk about how he dazzled fans and just demoralized defenders. The broadcast completely captured it with this vivid metaphor. Oh, consider the cake iced with cream and a cherry on the top. You gotta love the raw enthusiasm there. This phrase was used to describe the incredibly cheeky, almost impudent nature of Leao's final goal. He didn't just casually score. He scored with a level of flair, swagger, and confidence that completely broke the spirit of the opposing defense. It was a statement goal, plain and simple. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what made Rafael Leao's performances so devastating during this tournament. Think about it. He was often only on the pitch as a substitute for a matter of minutes, yet his impact was always instantaneous. He'd read the game from the sideline, and the second he stepped on, he scanned the defenders on his back shoulder, just waiting for a turnover. He showcased exceptional timing in his runs and the release of the ball, culminating in finishes that were, as the commentators said, simply impudent. He seized every single minute he was given, proving you really don't need a full 90 minutes to fundamentally change the landscape of a World Cup match. I want to leave you with this provocative thought. What happens when a team possesses both the weight of history and the fearlessness of the future? Well, as we've seen throughout this explainer, the answer is a dynamic, thrilling, and highly dangerous team. Portugal's 2022 World Cup journey was the ultimate generational shift, captured right in real time. The veterans set the standard, the midfield maestros built the bridge, and the youth fearlessly crossed it into a whole new era. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep feeding your curiosity, and I'll catch you next time.